Conviction 454 here, and this is actually a video I've been planning on making for a while, but I'm going to discuss why I believe Fortnite is overrated. Yeah, that's right. Everybody's favorite battle royale, 100 player game is just an overrated piece of junk. But all jokes aside, I wouldn't necessarily call it a piece of junk, but I do believe the game is, I wouldn't say severely overrated, but it is definitely overrated in some shape or form. And in this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. So, without further ado, the first reason why I believe Fortnite is overrated is the fact that its competitors, PUBG and H1Z1, aren't that far off in terms of the combat aspect. Maybe graphics. Graphics is your only legit argument, but the combat aspect isn't really all that special. Um, like I said, it's the same exact concept as PUBG. You have up to 100 players on the battlefield, trying to kill each other. You can do solos, duos, squads, and then there's the occasional special modes where you can do 50v50s and all that. I'm just not seeing how Fortnite executes that better than other games. I mean, I'm just not seeing it. I mean, you would have to probably dig deeper into the game to really see any difference, but I can get the same gratification from PUBG that I can get from Fortnite, honestly. Um, I actually play all three of the common Battle Royale games. That's Fortnite, PUBG, and H1Z1, and me personally, I think if I think once H1Z1 develops a little more, it can honestly be better than Fortnite. Um, I'm not particularly trying to bring Fortnite down, but I just believe it's overrated for that reason. Another reason why I think it's overrated is, I mean, I think the build offs. Uh, Most of you should know what build offs are, but I feel like it's overused, and I feel like it can be tedious and hectic to deal with a lot of times. Um, Usually, from my experience, once it gets to about 3 to 5 players left on a map, basically, if you're not a good builder, you're probably not going to win a match. And then I feel like due to that, the game is overrated. And it's kind of unbalanced in that shape or form. So yeah, that's another reason why I think the game is overrated. As compared to PUBG, where it's more balanced, and uh, I don't really want to use the phrase noob friendly, but I feel like they have that learning curve there in PUBG that's, I guess, a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Not quite as complicated to get into. Not saying building is complicated or anything, but I just feel like the system, let's say a guy has 800 wood or metal or brick or whatever, and then the person he's up against only has like 50 or 60 wood. You see, I mean, let's say they both know how to build. The person that is better, who the well, the person that has more mats, more material, is probably going to win simply because they can protect themselves with that wood. They can build taller, better structures, and they just have the overall advantage. So I believe that's another reason why Fortnite is overrated. Another reason why I think Fortnite is overrated, the the map isn't anything special, especially when you compare it to PUBG. I mean, with Fortnite, you have a couple of good places there. You have Dusty Divot, you have Tomato Town, which is a decent place to drop. But most people like to drop at Tilted Tower simply because of the chaos that ensues over there. But what's the point in doing that if you're just gonna increase your chances to die, and the main point of the game is to try and survive? You see what I'm saying? I just think it's highly overrated. I just don't understand why so many people hype up this game. Not saying it's a bad game, but y'all are talking about it like it's some kind of extraordinary game, and it's not. There are other games, as I've mentioned already, that give you that satisfaction and that enjoyment. You see what I'm saying? Um, anyways, the final reason why I think Fortnite is overrated, the weapons. Let's see here. You have bursts, you have shotguns, you have snipers, you have pistols. There's nothing really unique about the weapon system. I guess you have porta forts and the cozy campfire and the launch pads. Oh, yeah, there's not really much depth into that, you know. Not saying PUBG or H1Z1 are like that either, but it's not like Fortnite has any much depth when it comes to weapons. And on top of that, most players that claim they are good usually use grenade launchers or RPGs to win at the end anyway. So it's kind of just, I'm not seeing that depth I'm looking for when it comes to a good battle royale game or a good game in general. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much why I think Fortnite is overrated, guys. Feel free to leave any comments, any of your opinions in the comment section, and I will respond to them in an intellectual manner. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. If you if you agree with me that Fortnite is overrated, please leave a comment and tell me why you think Fortnite is overrated. Do you agree with everything I've said in the video, or certain things I've said in the video? Um, anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.